Hello, Sagittarius. I'm going to do your extended. Thank you so much for joining me here. So we're going to look at these three cards here, and we're going to look at those two cards. So we're going to take these and put these aside. All right, I'm just going to kind of keep this one out because I feel like it has to do with this relationship. All right. So let's grab these actually. All right, so let's get some clarification with this Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands. She is someone who is powerful. So she could be somebody who is controlling. She is somebody who takes action. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Star, which is Aquarius. And then we have the Eight of Cups. I feel that within this relationship, there are things that you are holding on to that you have to let go of. And that you need this newness in this relationship, and there are definitely things that you're holding on to that you need to walk away from. It could be that you want to walk away from this relationship. Where do you feel guided? What gives you hope? The Queen of Wands who is someone who takes action. Like, she knows what she wants. She knows what she doesn't want. But I feel like she wants something new with this Page of Cups here, the Magician. That you are in control of the situation and that you have the power to make those choices. You have the power to find the solutions. Taking it one day at a time, because he's putting that pentacle in the jar, but it's one day at a time. That's the Ten of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords, definitely there is some worry and some stress that you are going through, some concerns that you are having, and definitely when it comes to relationships and we're trying to decide what it is that we want to do, that we have those worries, we have those concerns. We have the Chariot, which is Cancer sign, we have Justice, and we have the Six of Pentacles. I feel that if you decide to have the reconciliation with this relationship, that you need to express those concerns so that things are more balanced in your favor. I feel like this is sort of, you're feeling that it's one-sided, this relationship. But we have the scale here, and we have the scale here. If you don't speak up about what you're feeling, that things are not going to change, that things are not going to happen for you, that things are not going to be balanced out for you. That if you don't speak up, if you don't take control of the situation, because with this Chariot here, he's driving this chariot, even though it seems crazy, there's a lot of dust and a lot of dirt that's going on here, and the horses seem wild and crazy. But I feel like it's time for you to rein this in. It's time for you to make some choices. This is something that's been going on with you for a while, and you've been going back and forth with. But you have to realize, number one, that you're in control of the situation. That you do have the power, right? That you are that Queen of Wands. That you have the power to make things happen. But you have to be true to your own emotions and your feelings of what it is that you want to have happen. And there are things that you have to let go of. Maybe it's those insecurities. Maybe it's, nobody likes confrontation. Nobody likes to bring that up to their partner or a friend or a family member and say, okay, this is what I'm feeling. Like, this is really bothering me. Or this is, I feel like, this is one-sided. Or I feel like not enough is focused on me, right? Not enough is put in my column. A change in the wind. Things are changing. That person's changing. You're changing. Your needs are changing, right? What you need from this person, from this relationship is changing. That it's not what it was before. But what makes you happy, right? What brings you that sun energy. And then we have the Sun here with the wands coming forward. Moving forward, what makes you happy? I feel like you're not choosing you. I feel like you're not expressing what makes you happy. Or maybe that has changed what has made you happy. I feel like there's been some deception within yourself, that you haven't spoken up about things. But it's also take what you can from the relationship and leave behind what you need to leave behind. We have the Two of Cups, which is that relationship and that coming back together and that friendship and that trust. I feel that there is a connection with this person. I feel that you've both changed, and I feel that it's time for you to take control of the situation and rein it back in. But of course, that's up to you. But what those changes are, that's up to you too, for what works best for you. But I feel like you're going to be able to get things back on track. But it's going to take some work. It's going to take some effort, not only on your part, but on that person's part. But the biggest thing here is communication, making sure that you communicate to each other what is important. What is it that needs to be worked on? What is it that needs to be let go of? All right, so I'm going to get another card here for this reading. We have poised, right? It's almost like lining all your ducks up in a row, right? That you're in the position, but I feel like there's a lot of things that have to fall into place first before this happens, right? Before you're ready to move forward. Poised, I feel like it's pulling yourself together first. Because if you bring this up to that person and you're not sure what it is that you're feeling or what it is that you want to say, and then that person goes on the defense and they come back towards you, then I feel like this could turn into a really big, this could potentially blow up in a negative way. That if you aren't ready for it, we have the thinking woman. I feel like that kind of represents you, is to think things through before you make a decision. Think things through before you take action. Make sure you have all your ducks lined up in a row. Make sure that you know if you feel that there's something lacking in the relationship, what is that and how do you express that to the person, right? If you feel things need to be worked on or changed, what is that first? What is it that you need from that person? Like I've said before, there's that book, that 5 love languages. It's those, what are those 5 things that, you need within a relationship? There's the words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, acts of service, receiving gifts. What is that order for you? What is most important for you? What do you need to receive from that person? And then also knowing what does that person need from you, so that you can present that to that person, right? If that person's number one thing is physical touch, and if you're not good at doing that, then that's something that you need to be more aware of. If your number one things is words of affirmation and your partner doesn't give you that, then that's something that you need to let them know that, hey, I really need those words of affirmation. That's what makes me feel safe. That's what makes me feel good in this relationship. But you have to figure that out yourself before you can express that to the other person, because like I said, otherwise it just turns into something that becomes, they're on the defense and then you're on the defense, and then it becomes this big back and forth. So something to be aware of. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.